In this example, the directions tell us to solve the linear programming problem. And in this one, we're going to have to actually go through all 4 steps. They give us the function p equals 4x plus 2y, and they want us to maximize this function, which is subject to the following system of linear inequalities: x plus y less than or equal to 8, 2x plus y less than or equal to 10, and x must be greater than or equal to 0, and y must be greater than or equal to 0. So step 1 is graph our system of linear inequalities. So in order to do that, we first need to get each inequality in the slope-intercept form so we can graph that. We do that by subtracting x from both sides. I'll go ahead and work the second inequality, putting it in slope-intercept form by subtracting 2x from both sides. And now I'm ready to graph. So first of all, I'll graph y less than or equal to negative x plus 8. To graph this, we know it crosses the y-axis at 8, and the slope is negative 1. So that tells us that we're going to go down 1 and to the right 1. And we can draw our line through that point. And then we'll do the same thing for y less than or equal to negative 2x plus 10. Crosses the y-axis at 10. This time we're going to go down 2 and to the right 1. And we also need to pay attention to our shadings. Y less than or equal to negative x plus 8, that first one we graphed needs to be less than. Less than is below the line. And then the same thing for y less than negative 2x plus 10. Both of those need to be below the line. So you need to find where they intersect. I'm going to go ahead and show you the intersection. If you need to, you should go back and make sure that you understand where this intersection came from. That would be our intersection. That's where the 2 shadings would intersect if we were to take time to do that. And so now we've graphed. Now we need to find the corners of our line, which would occur here. Let me do this in a different color. Here, where the 2 lines intersect, where it intersects the x-axis and, of course, the origin. Our points would be 0, 0. This would be 0, 8. And then 5, 0. And I'm finding my ordered pair just by looking at my graph. So whenever you graph, you're going to need to use graph paper or just be very precise to make sure that your ordered pairs are exact. And where this intersection is, it should be 2, 6. You can also do that by using the elimination method and finding the solution of your 2 inequalities. Okay, so now we find the vertices. Now all we're left with is plugging in each of those 4 vertices into our function p equals 4x plus 2y, finding out which is the largest value and the smallest value. I've done the calculations for us already. We see that 0 is the minimum. And notice that we have 2 maximums. So since we have 2 of the same numbers, we would say that the maximum is any point that lies on the line joining our 2 vertices, 2, 6 and 5, 0.